Hey, how y'all doing? Okay, Scott Lucas here. I wanted to do a quick video, and this is going to explain a whole lot about the virtual gated community. Okay, it's for people who are struggling. If you are a solopreneur, if you are an online business owner, I don't care if you are in network marketing, e commerce, or any other business model. If you own an online business, this is for you if you've ever struggled. You know, I've always been told, hey, start out where you started from and look at what you needed. You know, I don't remember the exact quote, but when I first got started was back 2004, 2005, and over the course of 3 years, I invested $33,000 and went bankrupt. I don't think I've ever shared that story. I had to declare bankruptcy because the monthly payment was going to be more than what I could afford at the time for even rent. So if I couldn't even afford rent at the time, living by myself and in between, it's like all this stuff. So I had to declare bankruptcy. I didn't want to do it. Why was that? Because I put in a whole bunch of time and money into learning that I didn't have the knowledge enough at the time, brand new, to really get my feet in there with some help, some support. You know, I was just kind of bowing and going and didn't have any direction. And, I came from the victim mentality. This is back in 2004, 2005. Luckily, I found a mentor years later who kicked me in my proverbial ass and told me to get my thumb up my mouth and quit blaming everybody for my success even for my failure. So it was at that point I went from victim mentality to prosperity. I started understanding personal development, the different tools and resources that you need as a business owner. Because most people, when they get started, they don't have a clue. They would like some type of help. But unfortunately, nowadays, not even nowadays, even for I don't know how long, you can't get anybody to help you without investing hundreds of dollars or buying their coaching. And, you're trying to start a business, and sometimes you just need a friendly direction. Most people don't have that because those friendly people are really masquerading as scammers to take your money and leave you. So it was at that time, starting out, I was like, I'm smart enough. I came from an IT background, but it was a new way of doing things. Okay. And what happened was a bunch of nothing. I went throughout the whole many years of just doing whatever, never having any clearly defined why. I didn't have enough reasons. I was going in too many different directions with no way of a plan because I didn't know. And again, I could use some help back in the day, but it didn't really happen. So that's why I developed the virtual gated community. It's been years in the making, because for the last 5 years, it'll be 5 years in October, I've been providing online business support and tech support to business owners just like you. Okay. And I thought, what if I could make this more economically cost effective for the solopreneur? Because I'm dealing with clients who have customers. I have clients who you are buying stuff from them, their info products, their network marketing products, or whatever it is. I've been providing services for clients who have other clients and or customers, and providing that. Well, us solopreneur, it's only us, maybe one or two people here and there, like a VA or something, but you don't really have the technical aptitude, or you don't even know how to do something without Googling it or going into a group and ask. And even then, even when you Google what you need help with, You might get the search results that you expected based off of the keywords that you searched, but you have to go through 10. You got to go to maybe a couple links, 10 links to really find the answer that you need that's going to help. Oh, because I did that didn't help. Let me go. Let's click on this other link. That didn't help. Let me try this. You go into a Facebook group. You ask questions. Hey guys, I need some tech support. Then, far few in between, you're going to get somebody that might help you. But in the midst of sifting through all the BS, you're going to get DMs from people trying to sell you. They're trying to pitch you. You're getting sarcastic comments. Well, why don't you Google it? You know exactly what I'm talking about because I see it. I see it in these groups. What if you could just cut through all that BS and have an IT support specialist on retainer, okay, to ask questions when you need a question to ask? Without having to go into that group, waste all that time. Or maybe you need to talk to somebody in tech support, but you don't really know what's wrong with the site and you need a mediator or collaborator like myself to speak on your behalf, who understands the tech jargon, okay, who can do that stuff. This is for you, the solopreneur, the one that doesn't have clients yet, the one that doesn't have customers yet, but you're still struggling. The virtual gated community was built for you. Okay, there's 3 different plans, and I'm just going to round it up. I use the 49, 97, and those for, we understand all those sales tricks. Okay, but I'm just going to round it up. For $50, you get email and group support. For $100, you get email, group, and chat support on top of an hour phone call with me a month. That plan is $97 a plan. But if you just want some email or some group support, the group that you're going to be in, I'll talk about that here in a minute. But these are people that I've vetted in my 5 years of being online. This is a group of the close people that I've invested in who've invested in me. There's roughly about 30 people in there. It was 60, but I had to trim it down, and I had to ask myself, how many of these other people have a vested interest in me as much as I do into them? And unfortunately, I couldn't answer that for half of them. So it went from literally 68 to 34 people overnight, because I had to take a look at the people who I was investing in, who were investing in me. And this is what I need you to do, regardless, even if you don't join the community. Watch your time, guard it, and invest only in people who invest in you. It's the law of reciprocity. Yes, we're supposed to help people without being in any type of concern of them helping us in return. Yes. However, there comes a point in time when you've been doing it for years, almost 5 years for me, and you have to look, man, I've wasted a lot of money trying to help people who didn't want my help because they didn't thank me for it, and or they didn't pay me for it, and or they didn't even give me a testimonial. They just wanted to, oh, hey, I can contact Scott. He'll help me for free. No. And see, that's another thing with this community. It stops that, because I no longer am accepting free support. I can't handle it. The time-wise, and the people who are asking me and this and that, and then the disrespect. People coming and asking, hey, can you help me with this? I really don't have time. Well, geez. But then when you do have time, okay, thanks. And you never hear from them until the next time they want to contact you for something for free. I can't be doing that. You should not be doing that either. So this virtual gated community is just for you, the solopreneur. You're building it up. You need a right-hand person, even if it's temporary. There's no contracts to this, okay? No contracts. It's paid by the month, even if it's temporary. Maybe you only need 1 month of support, or 2 months, or whatever. It doesn't really matter. All I'm going to ask is, hey, thanks for joining. Please leave me a testimonial on what you've learned or how you feel, and I appreciate it. Okay, so if you're struggling, if you need a right-hand person, even just for a little bit, or you need somebody to be on retainer for you, again, this is for you. You know you need something like this because you've been asking about something like this in the groups that you go posting in. You know you feel you need something like this, and now it's more affordable and cost effective for you. Now, let's say you are at the point where you do have clients and other customers. Well, contact me privately. That's a different type of pricing system. Okay. But this pricing system is for the solopreneur who needs a little bit of help here and there, month to month, without having to go into Facebook groups or do Google search and waste a whole bunch of time. You can answer your question, and I will do that for you on your behalf if it's needed. Okay. I'm not a genius, but I know things that most other people don't. And if I don't know it, I'm going to go find it and say, hey, I'll be right back. I'll follow up with you. I'll go find the stuff out. I just got off here recently contacting support for 3 different providers for an issue that is a back end issue for one of the providers speaking on behalf of my client. And now we're getting somewhere. Maybe you don't want to do all that. Maybe you don't like talking to tech support because they make you feel like you're stupid. Okay, I've been there and done that. I should never have done that in the first place. But regardless, it's been many, many years ago. Some tech people are like that, even if they don't mean to be. So to not experience that, you do business with Scott. I will take care of you. Of course, if this is your first time watching this because you don't know who in the hell I am, go to scottlucassolutions.com/services or /testimonials. Plenty of testimonials on my site. Go to my Facebook business page, look at those testimonials. If you're watching here on YouTube, got video testimonials. Do your due diligence. Do your due diligence, but don't waste too much time. Okay? Don't waste too much time. Granted, the doors will be finally open to the virtual gated community on October 1st, but I can literally only help 10 people at a time. I've already got 2 people. Okay, I've already got 2 people who are interested, who understand, the pricing and everything going forward. So 8 people. Okay. And then if it's month to month, somebody, hey, I've got enough support right now. Thanks. Whatever. I'll announce another spot. But this time I've got 10 spots available. Even though 2 people have shown interest, there's nothing confirmed. And I can only help 10. It's not a marketing gimmick. It's not one of those sense of urgency. It is a sense of urgency because you want to be one of the 10 now instead of one of the never 10 next year. And you're still struggling because you didn't take action now. So the first 10, you contact me, reach out to me, but click the link below, scottlucassolutions.com/community, get on the waiting list, and I'll reach out to you. But if you don't, I can't help you. And then you will continue to struggle unless you find direction from somebody other than me. Hopefully they'll help you and not scam you. Hopefully you've done the due diligence and done some research on them before you invest your money. But again, if you need help with understanding and vetting, you get this all in one with a virtual gated community. Okay. So with that being said, click the link, go to the link, opt in, and we will be in touch. Other than that, thanks for watching on Facebook and on YouTube. And, I'll see you on the other side.